Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the York Hall Bethnal Green. Eddie Hearn, on behalf of Matchroom Sport, the home of the Prizefighter series, proudly presents the Prizefighter, coming to you in the light-middleweight division. Sponsored here by PartyCasino.com, Lonsdale and Sports Direct, and a very warm welcome to the viewers joining us here live and exclusive on Sky Sports HD. You've joined us for the very best ringside seat in the business. All the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control here present with us at ringside. Our officials throughout the competition are Howard Foster of Doncaster, Mark Green of Romford, Ian John Lewis of Gillingham, Terry O'Connor of Birmingham. Timekeepers at the bell are the brothers Peter and Michael McCann. Ladies and gentlemen, quarter-final number 1 in the Prizefighter series in the light-middleweight division. The waiting's over, so here we go. Introducing to you, firstly, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the silver trunks and weighing in at 11 stone or 1 pound 5 ounces, taking part 33 contests, 26 wins, 17 inside the scheduled distance, and just 70 feet. He's the two-weight, two-time champion of the world, the fighting pride of Margate, Takaloo. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, when the black trunks trimmed with white, weighing in at 11 stone and 2 pounds, 22 fight record, 15 wins, 4 inside the scheduled distance, and 70 feet. Coming to you from Hayes, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Lloyd-Taylor. Time the bell is Michael McCann. Our referee in charge for the first quarter-final is Mr. Mark Green. This is three-minute round.
Professional boxers, I tell you to break, you break quickly, you break cleanly. Apart from that, you protect yourself at all times. Shake hands, boys, let's go.
You just can't write the script for these prize fighter tournaments. Version number 20, the first live draw, the first time a fighter has fainted backstage. Who said these reserves aren't important? In comes Robert Lloyd-Taylor, and he's first out of the hat and in with our old favourite Takaloo, who's got 10 wins inside 3 rounds. He can really punch, but he has been knocked out himself. And what of Lloyd-Taylor? Is he prepared for this moment, Richie?
Well, he didn't look too excited when they're actually doing the toss for him to actually get into the prize fighter here. But now he's in against the biggest fish in the division, isn't he, here tonight? He's in against Takaloo, who's a big puncher. So believe you me, he's got to box well behind his jab, and he's got to create that gap between himself and Takaloo, because Takaloo, although he's 35, Adam, he can still punch. He's got a lot of power.
36 next week, Takaloo, who's come back to boxing because of his daughter, who'd seen all his belts around the home and wanted to see him in the ring. Well, she gets a chance. As for Lloyd-Taylor, he's also been a little inactive of late. Was knocked out in just a round by Craig Watson in this very ring a few years ago. But he has got some victories on his record that makes him dangerous, just overextending there. Lloyd-Taylor, and straight down to business.
Takaloo straight away on the front foot, just looking for that right-hand counter. He knows he's got to get past his man's jab here. Robert Taylor's got a long jab, he's got long arms, he can box at distance, and Takaloo knows that, and he knows he's got to get to him.
He's got some skills, Lloyd-Taylor, just has had this stop-start career. Whereas Takaloo has fought for a version of the world title, took Daniel Santos the distance at the Cardiff Castle a few years ago, and it does seem, Richie, a long, long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, wasn't it? But and the results up until that point were very good for Takaloo. A good one-round win against, I remember, was it Craig Dixon he beat, and then he beat Anthony Farnell as well.
Yeah, Farnell had won all 26 in a row, and Takaloo went into the Lions' Den in Manchester and blew him away in a round. Remember the celebration with Jim McDonnell? Will he be celebrating the 32 grand cash prize tonight, Takaloo. It's a decent enough start and tries to work Lloyd-Taylor's body. Just doing a bit more, Takaloo.
Yeah, and Takaloo knows he's got to get to his man and push his man back here onto the ropes. Taylor's starting to work well behind the jab, but if Takaloo quickens those feet up a little bit, that'll take him into range and he'll be able to fire his punches off.
It's the jab going. Takaloo, little mark under the right eye. Lloyd-Taylor, who I agree with you, Richie, looked despondent almost when he won the coin toss. And poor Nathan Weiss missed out. He's still a reserve Weiss. But what a chance for Lloyd-Taylor. And he's got to go for it.
He's got nothing to lose at all. And I don't think he was expecting to fight tonight. I heard someone say that he didn't even bring his trainer along, so incredible.
That's right, and Mick Williamson is going to perform that duty. The most famous cut man in Britain. Well, he's being accompanied by Johnny Eames there. Maybe Johnny will do more of the talking. Mick can work his magic there. He's pretty experienced in this game.
He was very good last week in stopping those cuts of Jamie Cox. He's an excellent cut man, and he's got the job here now. He's the #1 man in that corner. But yeah, very experienced.
He's looking old, you make him look old if you keep hitting him. If you stop hitting him, you're going to let him start unloading his shots. All right? Yeah?
Johnny Eames is TKO. Jim's just a couple of miles away from here. Looks like they've roped him in at the
You saw what's happening?
last minute.
A bit more light on your feet with it, yes?
James Cook,
Corners, 10 seconds.
famous trainer, was a very good fighter himself in his day.
Seconds out, round 2.
Second round, first quarter-final in prize fight of the light middleweights, the first tournament of our boxing season. The 20 in order. It all started when Martin Rogan bulldozed his way through the heavyweights some 3.5 years ago. Takaloo in those sort of multicoloured trunks that we remember from Margate on the Kent coast. Popular figure, lovely guy outside of the ring. And pleasure to see him back. How good is he still? The skills, the reflexes.
Well, that's the problem he's got tonight. He's just getting past that jab. But one mistake that Taylor is making as he's throwing the jab, he's bringing it down too low. He's actually inviting the right hand over the top from Takaloo. But Takaloo just can't get his feet into range at the moment. The first round was a very close round, but Takaloo has got to just step on the gas a little bit here and put this man under pressure. The pace at the moment is suiting Taylor at the start of the second round.
Didn't fight last year, Lloyd-Taylor. Got a win over Tommy Broadbent here in June. And made it 15 victories in 22. Body shots from Takaloo, right hand from Lloyd-Taylor. And this was the session that Wayne Alexander knocked Takaloo spark out in one of the most devastating one-punch finishes we've seen in a British ring over the last decade or so. Wayne Alexander just behind us tonight, probably cheering on his old foe.
Yeah, they're good friends, aren't they? But it was a devastating knockout. Some good work here from Taylor with that jab, and he's also turned it into a long left hook, and he's starting to come through now with the odd 1-2. So this is a better start of the round for Taylor. He's commanding this round.
Neat boxer, been trained by Adam Booth over the years. Booth, of course, who's with David Hay and George Groves, one of the most astute tacticians in the business. And he's always said Lloyd-Taylor's had the talent, not quite the belief. Takaloo wielding away. A touch messy, and Mark Green, who's been the centre of attention this week after the controversial Jamie Cox victory last Friday night, separates them. He'll be looking for an easier night's work, won't he?
Yeah, I think, yes, he will, and I think he will get it. It was an awful contest last week. Awful contest to actually referee, very messy.
So a bit of tape loose on the left glove of Takaloo. He's got 17 knockouts in his 33 fights. Takaloo.
I remember actually he fought on the undercard. When I lost my world title to Marcus Bayer, he was having his 12th fight, and he fought in Telford Oldstreet, yeah.
He was in that mix with Alexander and Farnell and Jamie Moore up in the studio, Steve Roberts. There are good days for the light middles. Here comes Takaloo. He's brought plenty of fans up the A2 from Margate. Lloyd-Taylor from Hayes in Middlesex.
Takaloo has just been outboxed in this round, Adam. I think the last 20 or 30 seconds he's realised that, and that's why he's stepping on the gas a bit. But Taylor, for me, he won that round.
Do you think it's one each?
Yeah, it's one each. I had Takaloo just nicking the first, but Taylor now has pulled it back, all even.
Just double jab and don't shoot the right hand. That's a waste of time. Okay, if you double it, you've got to let it go. You understand me? Okay, I want a bit of urgency. Listen to me, right? I want when you reach.
Some good work from Takaloo when he got on the inside, but just gets caught with a right hand over the top there from Taylor. And Taylor did well at the start of this round, and that's a lovely straight right hand punch. Good work from him.
Well, Richie's got it dead level, all going into the final round, but other critics at ringside, I think, have got Lloyd-Taylor winning both, so Takaloo might have it all to do in the final 3 minutes.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Emergency about it, right?
Bit of urgency, says James Cook, who
Seconds out, third and final round.
needs to fire at Takaloo. Certainly not the fighter he once was, and you've got to start so quickly in these prize fighter tournaments. I don't think the other guys, whatever happens, will be fearing Takaloo so much now.
Well, they say a fighter never loses his punch, and that may be so, but what he has lost here tonight, Takaloo, at this stage, is his footwork has slowed right down. He's just not getting to his man. Taylor's realising, and you can see Taylor now, he's actually growing in confidence as the contest's going ahead.
Yeah, Takaloo caught there. Clever boxing from Robert Lloyd-Taylor. 4 years younger, just fresher. And he obviously is in really good shape as a reserve, and that's credit to the fighter himself. They're not often called, these standbys, but wow, right at the beginning of the night, this one. Good left hook to the body from Lloyd-Taylor, and Takaloo just not getting in a rhythm.
Yeah, and just before that, there was a couple of two sneaky shots on the inside from Taylor. Just picked his shots lovely there as they came together in a clinch. You've seen Takaloo just drop his guard, he just whipped in a little right hand, so clever boxing from Taylor.
A few years out of the ring, and it obviously does affect you, Takaloo. I know Jamie Moore up in our studio was sort of wondering whether to go back into prize fighter, but as we saw with Robin Reed and you know, Junior Witter and the guys, the older ones, it might not suit that this tournament.
Well, believe you me, you sit back and you think, yeah, I could do it and I could beat him and this, that and the other, but when you get in there, the old reflexes have slowed down, and yeah, it's a tough game, it really is.
I think Robert Lloyd-Taylor's done really well here, however the judges see it, to stick to his boxing, not get intimidated by the name of Takaloo, and just get down to work. Here comes the Iranian from Margate, Mehrdad Takalabigashi.
The problem for Takaloo, Adam, here, it's very, very scrappy. There's no real clean shots from him. The cleaner punches are definitely coming from Taylor, but he has to concentrate, Taylor, on just maintaining the gap. Takaloo's doing his job on the inside, but he's just not landing with anything clean.
Work rate, velocity, effort from Takaloo. How much is landing? That's what the three wise men at ringside have got to decipher. 9 minutes in which to assess. Close-ish these rounds have been.
Yeah, this is another close round. Takaloo working well on the inside, but again, it's very scrappy. Are the punches getting through? Taylor comes through with the odd shot, and it makes Takaloo's head goes back. But there's that right hand that Taylor's got to watch out for from Takaloo.
Lovely shot from Takaloo, who said he would walk through this lot. They're not in his league. But it's been a tough start for him. And has he fallen at the first hurdle, or has he done enough? Maybe in the first and the final rounds. Interesting one, it's close, it's tight. Who's got it? Takaloo doesn't look happy. Neither does James Cook. And Robert Lloyd-Taylor in the other corner, I think, relieved to get through the 9 minutes after thinking he'd probably have a rest for an hour or two.
Yeah, certainly will, but he did well over Taylor in that contest. It was a close, it could have gone either way.
One punch in it on the computer in thrown and 2 in landed. You really couldn't argue with this one. It might be split, it might go to the referee for the casting vote. And poor JJ Bird, meanwhile, the prize fighter that trained so hard, who fainted backstage afterwards, is sitting in the front row looking a forlorn figure. You've got to feel for him as well in this fascinating night.
Yeah, but most definitely. But the decision had to be made, and it was the right decision, because if a boxer is feeling faint before a contest, believe you me, he should not box. No matter what he says afterwards, it was the right decision to pull him out.
The agonising wait to see whether you advance to the semi-final. There he is, J.J. Bird. And I know Jamie Moore went to have a word with him after he got the news from the board, who rightfully, Richie, pulled him out. But has this man, Lloyd-Taylor, got through to the semi? What do you reckon?
This
What's your gut
is
feeling?
either way. It really is. But I'm going for Taylor. I think 2 rounds to 1 for Taylor. But it could go the other way. It could go to Takaloo. It's very, very close, but I think Taylor did the neater work overall.
Tell you what, they're taking an eternity just to add up 3 rounds of scoring. It's done at last. We had one controversial moment when they didn't get it right. So they have to make sure everything is perfect and spot on. I think we've got it now.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The result of quarter-final number 1, and we have a split decision. Ian John Lewis scores the contest 29-28 in favour of Takaloo. Terry O'Connor scores the contest 29-28 in favour of Taylor. Howard Foster scores the contest 29-28 in favour of, and through to semi-final number 1. Robert Lloyd-Taylor!
Could it be the beginning of a fairy tale story for Robert Lloyd-Taylor, who dumps Takaloo out of the tournament after the very first fight of the night, Richie?
Yeah, incredible. He's had the toughest draw for me as well against Takaloo. Although Takaloo just didn't look himself tonight, I think the years have caught up on him. But nevertheless, Robert Taylor, on paper, had the toughest draw, coming at the last minute, and he's pulled it off. All credit to him.